So far, it's less of in a violent nature and more like in a walk-in nature.
A few moments later.
Oh no! Oh shit! Ah! What is? What? What is happening? Alright, open up this right here, and hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Digital Drive-In. My name is Quint. It is spooky season. This morning we woke up and chose violence. That's right, today we're going to be checking out In a Violent Nature. Now, it was a big movie over the summer. Didn't see it, but I heard a lot of good things about it. I heard it's, it's obviously kind of, Friday the 13th-ish. But I did hear that it is violent, so it lives up to its name. Here there's some pretty graphic kills, so looking forward to some good practical effects. Let's keep the spooky season train rolling, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's do this.
This whole place freaks me out.
Well, we are in the middle of a graveyard after all.
Oh, don't start with your crap, Aaron.
Well, you guys never heard of the White Pine Slaughter?
The what?
The White Pine Slaughter.
That looks kind of hokey, just like a Friday the 13th
Aaron,
movie.
we're not in the mood for your shit today. Fine.
Well, we are in a graveyard after all. Have you ever heard of the Pinewood,
Yeah,
whatever?
seriously, though, he's...
Classic MacGuffin. Found it and he's like, that's mine. Is this going to be like, what was it, Cabin in the Woods, where they had like the little snow globe and the little ballerina thing and the medallion, and you could read the incantation and all this stuff, and each one would like kind of summon or trigger whatever monster, and I guess maybe, yeah, something's moving. It's a good thing the camera was set up right there. Yeah, I guess it has to be hanging right. Does it have to be hanging right there, or just in like the vicinity? Because we have movement. Is he using that thing to breathe? I wonder if that. Oh, I guess that was probably impaling him, huh? And it's just like. It is a kind of neat way of starting a horror flick. Just right into it. The characters aren't important. The revival is. It's like, oh, I slept wrong. Do you think like their arm or their leg is like still asleep after stuff like this? Like, they gotta get the circulation going, or is just feeling nothing? Oh, he's pissed. He's looking around for his medallion. I can't tell if he was impaled though. Like if being impaled stopped him, and like they hung the medallion there to kind of like a cross over a coffin for a vampire, Because as soon as he removed it, it was like taking it off, and he started moving almost immediately after it was taking off the thing, kind of like a cross on a coffin. He is on a mission. Yay. Trap, like a bear trap. Follow the horn and the pink sashes. Let's just stay on this thing for a little while. I like it. Let's just hang out here. Okay. He seemed to skip a pretty good distance right there.
I think that's what I was just trying to do. I told you what would happen the next time I found one of your fucking animal traps in that park.
All things considered, either voice is Carrie or he's got some good ears.
You're fucking testing me, boy. Talk to the folks at home. So I go back there, I'm not gonna find any more of these.
These little cuts are kind of jarring, not gonna lie. Because look like he was walking right to that car. Next thing we know, he's turned and he's going to this jet ski.
He's threatening an officer with a long shot.
But the conversation hasn't skipped at all. It's like in the same spot. So it feels like he's like teleporting in a way.
Walk right through your traps.
You step 1 foot on this property again, and all my riflery will blow you a kiss goodbye.
He's not a mindless zombie. He knows to kind of, you know,
Coming back with the sheriff.
route around
That's
from
what you need,
behind.
you coward.
You know.
Another man to do your dirty work. Fuck out of here. Take out the trash.
I'm surprised I can't hear any of the steps. Oh, I just missed him. Did he hear him and step outside with a gun? Oh, dude, do some dishes for once, man. The curtain? That's the real horror of this movie. Whole place is dusty. It's like he lives there, but he hasn't sat down or touched anything.
This was your mother's, John. I want you to have it. That way it will always be with you, no matter what happens.
Wait, so is this like his? Is this guy that's walking around outside? Is that like his parent? Is his dad or something?
Son of a bitch, Lorimer. I told you what would happen if you came back here. You're gonna make me fucking do this. You stupid son. What the fuck, Jake? Say something. I didn't do anything to you. Fucking get away.
Okay, if he drops a gun, you should be able to get away from this fucking guy, right? But the rules of a horror movie means he's gonna like fall down and hurt his leg or something, right? On his own land. I feel like he probably could have gone to the road, too. There it is. He fell down and hurt his leg.
What do you want?
Mother number one motherfucker. Oh, is this stuck in chains? Oh. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
I didn't do anything to you! No!
Oh, that's gross. His hand kind of looks like a sweet and sour pork from a all-you-can-eat Chinese food buffet. Number one motherfucker. Who would get that put on like a little medallion? I guess the number one motherfucker. If you're him, you'd know. Is he gonna put the hat on? Oh. I was hoping he'd put the hat on. I guess we're gonna get to see what he did. No. Oh, he took his arm off. Yeah, he's the one-armed motherfucker. Hey, you can still jump for Def Leppard.
No.
Great thing about teens out in the woods in horror movies, when they're driving there, they're always like, woo! The whole time. I'm just gonna walk right up on this campfire. Oh man.
My boyfriend, ladies and gentlemen. I can't help but think that's his actual wedding proposal.
Nothing but the best of my girl.
As in, your dick is the size of Chris's finger.
Yeah, like sometimes it gets that big.
That's it. Yeah, my girl's pretty funny. Isn't she cold?
What? Where'd that come from?
You're lucky man, Troy.
Well, they picked the right group of people to go out to the woods with. Like, it's like awkward immediately.
Baron, just tell us the goddamn story.
You guys really want to hear it?
Come on, tell me the fucking story.
All right, buckle up. So like 70 years ago, leased out by this logging company. They would set up shops in the camp and sell shit like razors and soap to the loggers. And Johnny's dad was the guy that ran these stores, and they hated him for it. And they used to take out their anger on Johnny. One of the drunk loggers tripped and broke his ankle on one of Johnny's toy cars. He was out of work for months. They would blame Johnny for it. So they decided to teach him a lesson. So Johnny snuck out camp at night. And eager and keen and naive as he was, he climbed up the top of the tower, but there were no toys. Johnny fell from the tower. His neck snapped as soon as it hit the ground.
So are you saying that was the same fire tower from earlier?
Could be. Hard to say.
Could be.
Wait, so what happened next?
A couple of the execs from the company showed up to the camp, and every single person was dead. Huge fucking lumberjacks torn to pieces. They still don't know who did it, but some say it was the man in the mask. Some say it was Johnny's spirit trying to get revenge. Some say it was both.
See him back there. That's funny. He's photobombing.
Okay, let me just get one without...
Let's just get one without Johnny in the background. Nice. The armory. That's quite a choice.
Me.
Yeah.
Is this gonna saw somebody?
What about me?
Holding up your finger and shit.
Yeah, as a joke. And everyone was laughing.
I don't want to hear it this weekend, okay? You already made me invite your
It's kind of clever how we're getting little bits and pieces of story. We're kind of sticking with his perspective, with Johnny's perspective, but at the same time, I mean, yeah, they cut away to the fire to go around, but we're getting like little bits and pieces of story as he just kind of walks around. So that's kind of a nice little take.
Aaron's going to meet those gas station girls.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
What? You're gonna go ask them if they need a fill up? Right?
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna go take a shit.
Yeah.
Why?
Sure.
Doesn't the place have a bathroom?
Little gas station girl, Aaron, can you please fill me up?
Me too, Aaron.
Does the place not have a bathroom?
Gas station girl, and I need a...
Cameraman earning his keep on this movie. Is he breathing? Am I seeing like little... Just going right up to him. In the mouth. Wow. Oh, you can see his bottom teeth. Is he not done? What's going on? You want the t-shirt? You're not like feeling him up, are you? He's carrying him by his jaw. Oh, wow. And the other half of his head. Well, you know. We get to see. We actually get to see the part in the the camp slasher part in the movies where they're actually placing the bodies. Because you know, at the end of the slasher movies, when the final girl's running around and she just runs into the bodies, kind of, you know, placed somewhere. They might fall down, dangle somewhere, or they're placed right in this window or whatever in that tree. This movie's actually going to show us the placement. We get to see slasher decoration. And that guy's got to weigh, you know, 180 pounds at least. So that's a pretty good drag. Still going. Headphones are still on. What are you gonna do with this thing, man?
A few moments later.
Oh, nice! That's like that little flip the bottle challenge. If it lands on the right end, you win. Good, we get to see his process on how he goes about placing the body. Oh, he had to get his mask and his drag hooks and his axe. See, these are his real tools. Ranger danger. Johnny's a little sentimental, huh? So that's why he brought him. He didn't want to break the glass. Use his head to bust in the door. Well, there's one thing you can say about this movie. It is not in a hurry. And it lets you live in it. Look around a bit, breathe a bit. But that mask seems like that would be detrimental to walk around in the dark. Well, turn the light on. Has he been walking this whole time? Or does he ever just kind of like stop and just chill for a little bit, you know?
This doesn't look like yoga to me.
It looks a lot like swimming, doesn't it? Take it off then. There's no one around for miles.
Well, I don't know about that.
This is gonna work.
What he's wearing seems like that would be kind of weighing him down. Like he's got chains on and shit. And like the mask, the water would get up under the mask and kind of like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like he thought that through very much. But I mean, he probably doesn't need it.
Sorry. What's going on here then? Am I missing something?
So is he swimming or is he walking? Is he just? Because I mean, like how deep is he? Because I mean, let's say this is like 15 feet deep. Is he down at the bottom and she's like 10 feet above him?
Don't wear yourself out in there.
I should have timed it. See how long it took him to walk the. I like how realistic it is. Because she's under for a long time. Oh. There she is. I wonder how they did that. I wonder if they like had her pop up and then like go back under and like put on like a something to breathe and then like let a dummy pop up. That's probably what happened, huh? Or maybe even her. Maybe that's her floating, but like I'm sure that I bet they had a scuba team like under there, and like as soon as she popped back on her, you're like. But then again, when you're underwater and you put one of those on, how do you put it on underwater without like sucking in some air into your or water into your lungs? You always see that in like action movies like Bond, where they're putting under some kind of breather. They're giving somebody a breather underwater, and I always wondered like, if you're biting into it underwater, like how are you not like inhaling some water? Or maybe you just swallow the water for, I don't know. Let's get back to this movie. Just, you know, you get into these kind of deep thoughts when you're taking these long walks in the woods. So far it's less of in a violent nature and more like in a walk in nature.
A few moments later.
I was wondering when you were finally gonna show. You sure took your time, though.
You've got... Oh, man. You idiot. Oh, no! I feel like she could have gotten away, but... Boy. Okay. Oh, shit. Ah! What is... What? What is happening? What? What? I guess this... Let's do the math on that one. Okay, so... And right after I was saying that it's not very violent, he pulls this woman's head through her belly button and through her back. It was what? That was just excessive. And down the hill you go. You probably could have, like, you know, made a right and just ran down the ledge, you know? I don't know. She didn't seem like she made that big of an effort to get away. So, but wow. And he didn't really get any on him, except for, like, his hand. Or, I don't know, maybe he did. Wow, that was a lot. That was a lot. I've never seen that before. How do you think of that? It's like, you know what would be cool? If we punched through someone and like grabbed a hook and then put it in their head and then yanked their head through their belly button. And oh, she was doing yoga, so I mean, yeah, how do you think of that? How do you think of that? What had to have happened to you for you to think of something like that? He's got to walk it off. I'd have to walk that off too. Other than what we just saw, I mean, the ASMR is pretty peaceful, you know. It's really kind of messing with my, I don't know, heart rate, because it's like, you see all this and then they kind of lull you back to sleep for a little while. As he takes the scenic route.
problem?
Seriously, just do that? I think you're.
Huh. Well, that's a new wrinkle. The key to defeating this guy is to give him something to, give him like some sort of trinket or something to play with. They were talking about, him being, it's a toy car. Oh, wow, that is a face.
No, don't touch me.
How is he seeing? The key to getting away from this guy is to just throw some toys at him.
Come on, Colt. There's a ranger station down the road with a phone we can use to call for help.
This feels very much like those open world video games, but also, I mean, very much like the video games, because you would often hear a lot of dialogue going on off screen in video games when you're off doing something and they're going through the story off screen. That's very much what this feels like. Man, this guy's got strategy. He just go around the whole house, do like a whole lap.
What the fuck is this?
You can't hear him? Nice block, at least. For at first. Okay. You gotta keep moving around a little bit. Of course, I mean, you're probably thinking one, a gunshot would stop somebody.
Did you get him?
Yeah, go fuck is that?
Come on, let's go.
Oh, shit, man.
Fuck.
He's gonna sit up like Michael Myers. Watch this.
Run! Stop moving.
This guy's...
Come on, then. Fuck.
Here, grab the gun. He's breathing. Well. Wow.
Come on.
What the hell? Nice shot, man. He just got up. He's like, "Nyeh." Didn't set or anything. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Please, help!
Oh! Oh, that was splatterific. Man. That had projection. Oh, squishy. Oh.
What?
Chris, look out!
Oh, nice.
Hurry!
You can't throw that hook, can he? Nice move on the girl, though. Huh. Yeah, nice dodge. That's a nice shot. Little golden hour walk through the field.
Are you listening?
Where did you get that necklace?
I'm surprised they're still hanging around the woods at all when they saw that guy.
In the old fire tower!
Just, if some people are dead, I'm surprised, and that guy came by and almost killed them. Why are they just hanging out within walking distance at all?
That's his mother.
Okay, fine, then we'll just give it back.
You can't just give it back. He's awake now.
There he is.
Get the fuck out of there.
You remember me? I remember what you did 10 years ago.
Oh, this guy's fucked. You better fucking hurry, man. If you know, shoot him again, right?
Bullets, they only slow him down.
Yeah.
Go to the shed there. Grab some chains, okay? We're gonna wrap him up and take him to the old fire tower.
Fuck that. Shoot him again.
It's the only ground that'll hold.
I wouldn't want to carry this fucking thing.
Wait, so it's true? The story about the kid, the one who massacred everyone at the logging camp?
It's mostly true. One survivor.
I'd be hurrying if I was him. There we
My
go.
father.
I'd have it right on his head, man. As soon as he
But this
starts to
monster died
move,
before. I never believed him when he told me the
stop
story.
looking away. He's armed, for Christ's sake.
And then people that I cared about.
You know what a great idea would be? Would just to be
So I did
keep
what my
getting
dad did.
closer to the unstoppable killing machine in
I put
front
him
of
on the
it.
ground.
If you're gonna do this, stay behind the fucking thing at least.
This time I'll make sure he
So
stays
so
there.
you're not right in his eye line when he sits up.
Hurry up!
Shoot him right now! Why do we have to wait? You can shoot him right now.
Start
Buy you
walking
some
his feet,
time, right?
and then we'll get his hands.
Start the clock over.
I got him. Now.
Shoot him right now.
I can't.
Shoot him right now. Just shoot him again.
Okay.
Just shoot him again.
Take the change. Put him there.
Just shoot him again. You know? Bang. Double tap.
Now on the count of 3, I'm gonna pass this gun to you, okay?
Oh my god, back the fuck up.
1,
Back up.
2.
Back up.
Stop shaking.
Jesus, back up. Jesus. You fucking morons!
Get out of here now!
Let's get as close as we can to the fucking guy.
Take this.
They deserve to get killed. Idiots. Ooh. Oh, he's not done. Good. That doesn't bode well for you, buddy. The patience. The patience this movie has with its kills, man, is almost troubling. It's like, maybe we need to check these directors out. Because they are some sick people. Oh boy. I mean, he's already completely paralyzed. He's just a head on a stick, so at this point it doesn't even... He's probably welcoming it just to get it over with. You know what I'm saying? It's probably still horrifying, but at the same time, I mean, he can't move anything but his eyes. Oh, we're gonna do that. Is that what we're gonna do? This one kill is like taking 12 minutes. It's probably not 12 minutes, but it's taking a long time. You're gonna do his arm? What does that matter? He can't even move his arm. He can't feel his arm anymore. I'm having some twisted thoughts, but I mean, but yeah, it just seems kind of, I mean, this whole movie's a little excessive, but this seems kind of really excessive because, I mean, he can't feel his arm anymore. See? Yeah, he didn't feel that. Are we just gonna do little bits and pieces? I mean, seriously, he's probably like, hurry up at this point. He's probably like, seriously, hurry up. And that's the most excruciating thing, is probably waiting for it. He can't feel anything. That's a hell of an effect because he's still blinking. Yeah. If he still goes and like keeps cutting arms and legs and stuff off, then I'll be like, wow, he's not in a hurry to get that medallion. All right. You're not going to turn the machine off? I mean, at least Jason Voorhees would take the pot, the tea thing off the stove. Ambush. I'm surprised they would risk that. You know? He's already a supernatural being. So I wouldn't be like, oh, he's not going to see us. He's going to walk right past us. I wouldn't risk that shit. So I wouldn't risk talking. Jesus. You called them to you. You would think you guys would have a plan if you called them to you. It doesn't. Now you're just going on the fly. But if you're not stupid in a horror movie, we got no movie.
Come on, you ugly son of a bitch! We're right!
He does not like being called ugly son of a bitch. Where did that guy come from? There was like no sound. Where did he come? Where did he come from? He like came out of nowhere. He was like right behind him. Oh, we're gonna get a little more. Get your money's worth out of it. And she's just hanging around. Wow. Okay. Did we get it? There's still blood. Where's all this blood coming from? Oh my god. I mean, there's only... Are we good? I would get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? That's probably the smartest thing she's done this whole movie, other than that pretty cool dodge from earlier. Yeah, don't... He's still going in on that head, man. Be like, you know what? I will let you work out your anger on that thing. I'm just gonna... Now don't fall down and hurt your leg like everybody does. Is she just going around in circles? Or is it like all in her head because she's just got sound everywhere? Legend has it Johnny's still going, just still whacking on that guy's head. I got a feeling she's just gonna walk right. He's gonna just step out from behind a tree or some shit. Later, on that same road. That's a cool shot. There's a lot of really cool shots in between all like the just excessive graphic violence in this movie. Cool nature shots. In a visual nature. Is this Johnny and they're just not seeing him, or is just you can't even tell if this is POV or if it's...
Hey, you okay? Yeah. You're okay? You need a hand?
Is she gonna turn out to be like drive him right back to the killer like in Chainsaw?
You gotta answer me when I talk to you, okay? Just so I know you're with me.
Sorry.
You were, limping up the road back there.
Just fell.
You just fell? Why wouldn't...
Or just coffee.
Are you, like, suspicious of her? It's like everybody I went out to the woods with was murdered.
Can you,
And when you start saying,
tell me
like,
what
oh...
happened to you back there?
Oh, I just fell.
Just in case I have to answer some questions at the hospital.
Yeah.
Was an animal.
Jesus. Jesus, what kind of animal?
That doesn't seem like that's the right play here, because they're gonna figure out that all of her friends are dead and that she was out in the woods with all of her friends. And if the very first thing she's telling the first person that picked her up to go to the hospital that it was an animal, then that's gonna make her look like she's a suspect. Right?
You are. Hey. Right is right.
You've seen worse, huh?
brother was a game warden. Got mauled by a bear 30 years ago.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So cool bear story.
Hey, honey, can you wake up?
There's no sleeping in my...
Come on, wake up, will you?
Is she gonna bleed to death?
Sweetie, come on, wake up. Sweetie, come on.
Is she dead?
Come on, let's wake up.
Why are we stopping?
I'm sorry, sweetie.
Hospital, okay? Please.
Did they drive all this
please,
way to run
just
into
take
this
me to the
guy?
Hospital, please, please.
Because
please.
that would be
Honey,
hilarious.
But I have got to stop the bleeding in your leg.
Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
She didn't know she's in a horror
Hospital,
movie
please.
because when you do shit like this is when they get you.
I'm gonna wrap this around your leg. It's probably gonna hurt a little bit.
Where you at, Johnny? Oh man, they're getting really quiet. I'm ready for you. They're gonna wait till I'm not expecting it. Where did the lady go? The lady just like disappear? What happened? Man. As soon as I stop thinking about it, they're gonna have some kind of jump scare and they're gonna blast me with the sound. Are we gonna have Pam Voorhees pop out of the lake? Do we just leave the girl and the... Did we just leave him? Mm-hmm. He got his locket. I thought they said that you can't just give his locket back. Maybe that guy didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Well, that was different. Let's talk about it. Alright, so that was In a Violent Nature. And I kind of got some mixed feelings about it. I mean, for one, okay, let's go for the obvious. Well, for one, talk about night and day between this movie and the one I just watched a few days ago, Smile. Right? If you saw the reaction, you saw me jumping out of my skin like a baker's dozen times because they would get really quiet and you'd get really focused in on something and then they'll just blast you with sound and hit you with the jump scares. Just jump scares all throughout Smile. Polar opposite for In a Violent Nature because you saw all of it coming. You saw because it was coming for a while. I mean, it was like they just, you know, taking the scenic route, taking 10 minutes to walk up to the kill. You knew it was coming and you had time to prepare for it. So it wasn't about the startle, and it wasn't about like you know, the actual scare. It was about what happens when he's there and he gets his hands on you. So it was all about the kill and the spectacle of the kill rather than the spectacle of the scare. And you know, two completely different reactions. So kills, all practical kills, or maybe not all practical. Like I don't know about the stone splattering that dude's head open. I think that was switched out, but like they did really good on a lot of the practical kills, and I mean, everybody's thinking about the yoga kill, right? Because like, what kind of sick individual thinks up something like that, and then just execute it is just, I mean, my mind wasn't even processing what I was seeing. But I honestly think that one of the most impressive ones that they did was also the one that they took, was also the one that I was probably getting the most frustrated with, was that park ranger. First off, everybody in this movie are idiots. Okay? Idiots. But then again, so is, you got to be an idiot to be in a horror movie. But when he gets that park ranger and he does the thing with the spine where he like breaks the spine and the guy can't move or anything, and he puts him on that wood chipper thing, they did a really slick, good move when they put him on the thing, and they showed him sitting there, and you could see him breathing, and you could see him blink. Now, I didn't get a close enough look to see if that was already the animatronic dummy doing the blinking, but that looked really, really good. And there wasn't a cut, or at least not a clean cut. I'd have to look at it a little bit closer. Of, you see him blink, and you see him sitting there waiting for it, and then the push in and the cut. They had to cut away to a dummy at some point, but the way they did that, very well done. Very grotesque. I sound like a sicko talking about it, but just from a filmmaker perspective, that was very well done. So very great job on the practical kills, or how they were able to, pull off the kills. Excellent. The perspective of, we're just going to go from, Jason Voorhees or Johnny in this instance's perspective, and just, we're going to be on the long walks, to quote a Stephen King book. We're going to be on the long walks with him the whole time. We skipped around a little bit, but to be on those kind of walks was a unique perspective, and how they were able to tell the story by not necessarily always being around like the victims, but more like when when Johnny would walk up to the victims, and we would just like catch little bits and pieces. Johnny's got some great timing. You gotta admit, Johnny's got some, for as patient as Johnny is, he's got some great timing, because he knows when to walk up to a window right when they're spreading out some plot, or walk up to a campfire right when they're about to explain Johnny. Great timing on Johnny. Other than that, Johnny was not in a rush at all. There was nothing about this movie took its time, right? Almost kind of like my little outro right here. So let's wrap this one up. Basically, excellent kills. They took their time with it. There was the victims were frustratingly stupid, which I guess is to be expected. So and that yoga kill is not something I'm going to be forgetting anytime soon. And you know what? I guess it was pretty realistic in a way. I mean, as realistic as you can put yourself in this kind of position. But let's say you are in this position, you're running away, and you run through the woods for days and days or whatever, over a day, and you get disoriented, and you get picked up by a stranger. The stranger's probably going to start talking to you about some story that you couldn't care less about, that has nothing to do with anything. And just like that girl in the truck, you're going to be like, who was pretty much like the audience at that point. You're probably going to doze off and not really be paying attention to it. And that's probably, in the moment as the audience, I'm sitting there, I'm like, where are we going with this? Is she working with Johnny? Is she going to get, Jason Voorhees in the lake at the end of Friday the 13th? Are they going to jump out and get her when she was bandaging up? None of that happened. It was this standard procedure. I'm going to sit and tell you some unrelated story, then I'm going to try and patch up your leg, and then that's going to be the end of it. So, as frustrating as that can be, I guess, for an audience member, you can also think, well, this is kind of maybe how it would actually go down in a real setting. Just kind of like, that's kind of how it would really feel in a slasher movie. You're just sitting there walking to the next kill. So, I think maybe I'll give this one, just for the inventive kills and just for the new perspective, I'll give it like a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. 8 because I did have fun with it. And I'm a sucker for any kind of Friday the 13th out in the woods kind of kill sort of thing. So, alright. that sort of wraps this up. I need to wrap this up anyway. Be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you want to talk about In a Violent Nature. Talk about any kind of horror movies. What other horror movies should I be checking out? Let me know. Like I said, like, subscribe, and get that notification bell if you want to see any more reactions like this. And I will see you on the next one. Happy spooky season. See you later.